most tech companies hoping to crack the mainland Chinese market, finding a surefire way to make their businesses viable has been hit or miss, with an emphasis on miss. But now, U.S. tech giants may have found a strategy to make it easier to do business. CCTV's Tracy Tandon explains.
IBM has allowed China to briefly review some of its product source code to detect any security flaws in its software. The firm has become one of the first few major U.S. tech companies to comply with recent demands from China for a greater role in foreign technology.
Source code simply is the instruction set that a computer program follows that runs on hardware that gives you a result.
Chinese officials will be allowed to examine IBM source code in a company-controlled room. The move is in part to reassure Chinese officials that IBM doesn't give the U.S. government access to client data or build backdoors in its technology.
What IBM is doing is saying, look, you're going to regulate the market. We want to compete in that market. What is the minimum that we have to do to prove to you that our products that are being shipped to your country are not, and you fill in the blank, surreptitiously recording network traffic, surreptitiously recording and controlling the devices. So in simplicity form, IBM is saying, come into a secure room, your experts specifically, without recording devices, and assess what you see.
IBM isn't the first U.S. company to allow Chinese officials access to their source code. In 2003, Microsoft signed an agreement with China, giving officials access to their Windows 7 source code. Allegations of hacking, espionage, and cyber warfare have long been a source of friction in U.S.-China relations. Experts say the decision by IBM will only succeed if there is trust.
So there is a concern of it being China, but I would say if Russia did this, or another one of the friendlies of the United States, like the UK did it, the same expectation of trust needs to be expected. Or if not, IBM wouldn't do it. Why would they put themselves at risk? They wouldn't. No government, if they want those types of companies like IBM to thrive within their marketplace, will actually break that trust, because the door would immediately shut.
Now, both U.S. and China have pledged more cooperation when it comes to cybersecurity. And for the sake of its own security, Beijing has demanded more transparency from foreign tech companies who want to do business in China. And IBM showing some of its source code to Chinese officials is not only an exercise in trust, but quite possibly the cost of doing business there. Tracy Tandon, CCTV, New York.